Hi, and welcome to the session on the newest innovations in SAP Master Data Governance. My name is Markus Kupper. I'm the Chief Product Owner for SAP Master Data Governance, or MDG.
Hi, and I'm Andreas Seifried. I'm a Product Manager for SAP Master Data Governance with a special focus on automation, data quality, and cloud topics. Not on camera, but together here with us are Markus Ganser and Christian Geiseler, who will answer your questions in the chat. Thank you, Markus. Thank you, Christian. And to all the others, you can right away start by entering your questions into the chat while we speak. Having said that, Markus, why don't you kick us off with a solution overview?
Sure. But I will be very brief as we want to have enough time today to talk about new innovations. MDG is SAP's solution for master data management, and it supports decentral approaches as shown in the lower part of this slide, where you create master data in many places and continuously consolidate it into MDG and create golden records and key mapping between detected duplicates. But MDG also supports a centralized approach, as shown in the upper part, where you create master data centrally and always in perfect quality, and then you distribute it. And you can flexibly combine these approaches as needed. And in addition, MDG provides continuous monitoring of data quality and remediation of the found issues. We offer MDG in different versions for different deployments, and what you see here from left to right, this is MDG on S/4HANA Private Cloud, or on-premise of course also, and this version is for companies who want a very flexible MDM platform where they can do custom extensions and create custom master data domains or include like own business logic. And then in the middle we see MDG on S/4HANA Public Cloud. And this version is for customers who run their S/4HANA in the public cloud and want to co-deploy their MDG capabilities on that very system. And then on the right-hand side, we have MDG Cloud Edition on SAP Business Technology Platform. And this is a very easy to consume, highly standardized software as a service solution for companies who want to kickstart an MDM program with a minimal first investment and then can later expand this into either a platform or a federated network of MDG deployments. And we will continue to evolve all three versions of MDG. And we've even found a way how we develop most new capabilities only once to then enhance all three versions at once. And our strategy is to have all MDG processes available in all versions. And the two differences are the data model, which is either the broad data model provided by S/4HANA or the core data model of Business Technology Platform. And the second difference is how you can consume the solutions, from a very easy to consume SaaS solution in the public cloud to a very robust private platform that supports even the most demanding customizations of the largest companies of the world. And speaking of investments and enhancements, let's maybe briefly understand the investment focus for our roadmap. We are constantly evolving MDG, and of course, this solution is optimized for companies who have a certain footprint in SAP applications, since we can bring additional value because we know these applications. And that will stay one investment focus, while the solution is of course also an open platform for customers' own extensions or own domains. The key additional investment focus is along these four trends here. We support our customers' path to the cloud, that is for their application landscape as well as for their right approach to their MDM strategy, and we've just seen that on the last slide. And then through federation, we build out a modular approach to MDM, where you can combine multiple locally optimized deployments of MDG across your system landscape into one single network that allows to manage master data as locally as needed, but as globally as possible. And we invest into capabilities that support our customers in their journey towards digitization and artificial intelligence with master data in the right quality at the right place. And we invest a lot into automation of master data management, as MDM is still a human labor-intensive task at many companies, and we use technology like AI and as well as integration of trusted external data to bring this automation forward. Speaking of automation, Andreas, why don't you show us a demo that shows some of the recent capabilities, how we are using both technology as well as data, trusted data, to bring that automation forward?
Yes, this is actually a great opportunity to showcase some of the numerous features of MDG. This demo is actually based on the S/4HANA version of MDG. And with that, I would say, engage the demo.
Let's assume a company that builds and runs solar parks to produce renewable energy. I'm a master data specialist at that company. My colleagues frequently need to onboard bunches of new suppliers for the construction projects, as well as local distributors for the produced electricity. This is why they send me such lists. Out of these, I create customers and suppliers ready for all relevant ERP processes, such as ordering, payment, invoicing. Well, this manual task can be tedious, because by the nature of the particular project, the settings in master data were pretty much the same for each customer or supplier. But since our company introduced SAP Master Data Governance, things became so much better. We have automated very much of this process. I can now use the import app. Create an import for the spreadsheet that I received today. Select the import option and use the upload possibility. I choose the file that I received, upload it, and the system analyzes the content. The system reads all data of the file. You can see, today it's only 24 business partners. I can create a master data process to continue. I select a template for the process. The template was configured for this use case and includes automation. With that, I'm good to go and create the process. The template that I selected defines the 5 steps you can see here. It starts with initial check. Let's start. The process begins with an initial check of data against the customizing of the system and custom rules that we defined in our company. Okay, one error was found. Well, sometimes my colleagues have the one or the other typo in their data. Seems like there is some wrong country code given. This is an example of a rule that is so basic to the address management and customizing of S/4HANA. The good thing is, it was not necessary to code or configure anything to have such checks included. Now let's see where the problem is. I select the Addresses tab and can see the faulty value for the country. With Cloud Ready mode, in MDG I can simply press Edit here and correct the value very quickly. Save it. Done. I return to the process overview and continue to the next step. The system detects that I made some edits. Okay, let's perform the validation again. Good job. Now all is okay and the validation returns a green light. Up to now, the data in the process is basically what was in the spreadsheet. The 24 business partners, and up here you can see only 4 tabs for general data, addresses, their usage and phone numbers. There are no further tabs. And in the past, I still had to create customers, vendors, company code data, data and organization levels manually. And of course, this is prone to errors. But what I can use now is this derivation step. Let's start it, and while it is in progress, let's see where the automatic derivation is configured. This is the derivation scenario we use for creating customers and vendors for our projects. With this app, you can define, implement, and govern derivations. You can default or override fields at multiple levels of the business partner. And this includes creating customers and vendors, including all information that you need to use these for business processes. Back to the process. Meanwhile, the process step completed. As you can see in the diagram, general data and addresses have been changed and data for organizational levels was created. Let's see in detail what happened. Wow, lots of additional tabs here. Depending on whether the business partner is a supplier or customer, the respective roles were added. In tab Customer General Data, we can see that 13 customers were created. This includes data on organizational levels, tax indicators, and even partner functions. In this tab we can see that 11 suppliers were created. Also here, This includes data for company codes, purchasing organizations, and partner functions. We can also use the Business Partner application to display a single company. In this case, there are two roles for the supplier. And we can find the supplier data here. It includes values for fundamental settings such as account group and authorization group, as well as data for a particular company code and for a purchasing organization. Here we can also find the created partner functions. Let's return to the process overview to continue. The next step in the process is another validation step. It verifies the imported data, derived data, and any manual changes that I might have done. As you can see, 13 warnings come up. These are the results of business checks by S/4HANA. Because these customers and vendors have an address in an EU country, you better should have a VAT number for them. This is nothing that could be derived programmatically, but I still need to request this information from the supplier or look it up manually. Let's see which suppliers are affected. I open the first one in the Business Partner application. Also here, the check produces the warning. As said, this is because this business partner has an address in Germany, is used as a supplier, and has no VAT registration number. So I start editing. But now to the good news. Instead of looking up the tax number elsewhere, I can use this button to search for reference data provided by our partner CDQ. I can see a number of potential reference records for this business partner, but only the first three with a significant match. And the top one is even a golden record that combines the information from multiple sources. Besides a registered address and the VAT tax number, this golden record also provides me with additional registration numbers. I choose this reference as a source for data enrichment. I can then select the information that I'm interested in and enrich the business partner. As we can see, the chosen information was added. In particular, there's now a tax number. And now the check does no longer produce the warning. There are even more opportunities for automation. The next step is to remove the need sending spreadsheets, but let the project team create their customers and suppliers directly. Let's assume we want to do business with a particular company, and this company is not available in my colleague's business applications. They would first check to see if it is available in the Manage Business Partners application. They enter the company name and the country, and it seems like we never had any business relation with this company. So it needs to be created from scratch. Instead of typing in everything manually, you can instead use the lookup functionality. This will use my search parameters to query the CDQ database. Like before, I can choose the golden record. This golden record does not only have the company name and address, but also tax and identification numbers. I can then use this as a reference to create the business partner. My colleagues could then continue from here, and they can directly choose the role of the new business partner to make use of the same automation as we have seen it already for the upload.
Yeah, as we have seen, you can use MDG to increase automation by using programmatic derivation. These replace manual, repetitive, and error-prone manual tasks. Furthermore, you can increase automation by integrating trusted data from external data providers, data that you would otherwise need to look up manually and type in manually. Yeah, we also wanted to share with you some news about innovations that we actually released only today. Markus, why don't you start with the first one?
Happy to, sure. So actually today, SAP is releasing the Feature Pack Stack 2 for S/4HANA 2023 Private Cloud. And with that, we provide 2 new scenarios using generative AI. The first scenario is called Summary of Changes, and it provides an overview of intended changes in natural language. And for example, people who are approving master data changes by others get a natural language explanation of the change request before actually approving it. And the second scenario is called Assisted Change, and here a user can make prompts in a natural language to change master data attributes. And this means that people who are maybe less trained or less experienced in master data management, they have an easier way to communicate the intended change to the system, and then they are guided towards the right attributes in the data model that reflect their intended change. Why don't you take the next innovation?
Yes, there's a saying, you can only manage what you can measure. This is why MDG provides you with the ability to measure and analyze data, the quality of your master data. With this innovation, we improve these analytical capabilities so that you can use attributes of your master data to further drill down in the data quality scores and data quality issues. Furthermore, this innovation includes content for SAP Analytics Cloud that you can use right away, or to build upon and create your own custom dashboards. Altogether, this helps you to better understand where the actual issues lie, where there is room for improvement, eventually also correcting the issues, improving data quality, and all that, including the authorizations that you have already defined in your S/4HANA system. Yeah, we already have seen in the demo that you can use reference data, particularly from CDQ, to add trust data from there and enrich your business partners. Up to now, this was only possible in an interactive way. With this innovation, you also have the possibility to add a reference data lookup step to the process. This step will automatically, in the background, without user intervention, search in the data provider, and if a reference record is found that is good enough, automatically enriches the business partner, for example, with tax IDs and identification numbers. So this leads to the fact that your users even spend lesser time for master data management. Yeah, as we reach the end of our session, I think it's time to sum it up, Markus.
Sure, happy to. So MDG is really a solution for an entire enterprise master data management program. It is a ready-to-run application as well as an open platform to extend and to build. And MDG is also a key enabler that will help you to get ready for your future business transformations. We discussed several innovations for MDG, some even released exactly on the day today. And like our roadmap, these innovations follow our main themes of automation and federation to enable our customers' digital transformation and their path to the cloud. There are many more learning opportunities provided during and after TechEd, and when you download these slides, you will find all the links on this slide for further education. And with that, let's open it up for questions and answers, and let's see if there's any unanswered questions in the chat. Okay, so first rule I see here, hello, can MDG support in master data creation based on certain predefined rules, material, bombs, routings, production versions? Can it be used as a master data tool also?
Well, I would say definitely yes. So first of all, it's important to understand that the rules and the checks that are there in S/4HANA based on the customizing and business logic by itself are considered during the master data maintenance. But on top of that, customers can create their own custom rules, implement this, govern all these rules, perform checks based on checking existing master data in the system to correct this erroneous data, and also include these rules by creating new master data.
As the second one is actually connected to that, maybe you also take that. What is the automation or AI that goes behind the demo that you performed for a business partner? Did you use derivation scenarios and DQM?
Exactly, that was shown in this demo. We have used derivation scenarios that were crafted specifically for that business scenario of this hypothetical customer that create customers and suppliers. Exactly.
Next one is here, can CDQ access data from other master data, for example, BOMs, and how? So just to everybody understand, CDQ refers to our partner Corporate Data Quality from Switzerland, from whom we get the third-party data.
Well, and I think based on this explanation, it becomes clear that CDQ is a data provider where reference data can be pulled from, for example, from federal registries like Deutsches Handelsregister, where you can get the Handelsregister numbers, things like that. So here I would rather, in that sense, how it is written, answer the question is no.
There's one more, I can also answer that. Can SAP Analytics Cloud integrate process analytics? Absolutely. So what we have seen here is data quality analytics, where we just provided some enhancements with an innovation we shipped today. But of course, in SAC, you can combine that also with the process analytics that you can also get from the MDG system. So I'm just checking if there's more unanswered questions. So SAP is positioning the business network as the entry point for data, for example, for OEM suppliers. Is the plan then for MDG to extend this capability to get the right data properly formed? I can take that if you like. Yes, of course, we will take data from wherever good data comes from, and one very good source can be the business network where suppliers have maintained own data. What MDG will add to that value is to really be the gatekeeper then on the company side, which of the data you want to bring into your company, and to make sure that the data is maybe enriched with information that only your company has that is not available in the business network already, on things like what payment terms do you want to use with that supplier, because that's only something that your company will decide, but it has to be decided before the data is being used in your business processes. Yeah, so yes, all data sources that can provide good data are welcome, and MDG will then add that gatekeeping and quality assurance aspect to it.
Yeah, I think, Markus, if there are further questions, the attendees can also contact us via the networking application.
Yeah. So as long as the chat is open for this session, please make use of it, and Christian and Markus will answer your questions. And then there's this attendee chat where you can contact also Andreas and I. And with that, we would like to thank you for joining our session today. Stay healthy and enjoy TechEd.
Thank you.